I'm here today to introduce a new report coming out. It's about rivers, and that's why we're down here by this beautiful river. The report is actually about a very interesting dilemma. It's about two things that are both good for the environment. One of them is hydroelectricity, which of course is good for the environment because you're not burning gas or coal and putting carbon dioxide into the air and helping along climate change. And the other one is that sometimes hydroelectric dams can spoil very beautiful rivers. There's been quite a history of situations like this in New Zealand. Of course, the modern environmental movement really started with Manapuri. Well, the original proposal to that, to my amazement, was actually to join up Lake Te Anau and Lake Manapuri, creating an absolutely massive area of swamped, inundated bush with dead trees sticking out of the water. So that would have been something which I'm sure we would have regretted forever in this country. What was even more interesting was to discover that about 10 years earlier, another very destructive thing had actually happened, and that was when one of the dams was built on the Waikato River. It flooded an area which was actually called Geyserland at the time at Araki Karako. It flooded 2/3 of that thermal area, one of the thermal areas between Taupo and Rotorua. And in so doing, it actually took out the second largest geyser in the world and a particularly beautiful terrace called the Emerald Terrace and innumerable other geysers and so on. And it was not a well-known area at the time. It was very remote, and this just happened without a second thought. I think we do better now. But there's a difference, of course, between rivers that are on conservation land. Some of those need more protection, strangely enough. And the rivers outside of conservation land, very few of them are protected, and some of them are pretty special. The ones that are protected have mostly been protected because they're good for catching trout and salmon, and that's fine, but there's a lot more to a wild and scenic river than fish. If you'd like to read the report, please download it from the website or email in for a free copy, and I hope you find it interesting.